All right, lesson 22, petroleum operations. One, bulk petroleum. Bulk petroleum is only combined with the required with the explanation, exemption of the mill strip to review the peculiarities. This handle will store the special single-purpose equipment that fits over the tank with the pipeline with the tanker cover, the tanker truck, the tanker trailer, storage tank with the dispensing equipment dock, and discharge facilities. The subsequent the series of the combination of which cannot detect with the use of specialized equipment presides the authorized loss of the line with the regulation due to evaporation requires the special handle with the consideration due to fire and safety handlers. Exceeds 60% of the gross time for the supply of the rate required in theater of operation. Petroleum definition of the POL. Petroleum include the petroleum fuel lubricants, hydraulic insulating oil, the temporary proactive with the liquid compressed gas, the chemical product with liquid coolants, de-icing and interfere with the compounds together with the component of such products. Bulk petroleum. The bulk petroleum fuel and lubricants are normally transported by pipeline, rail, tanker car, the tanker truck with the barge, tanker truck with a stored tanker car with the containment filled, the capacity with more than 500 gallons package fuel. The bulk petroleum fuels which will cover the operating necessary package supply with the containers of 500 gallon capacity or less. The packaged petroleum product with the petroleum products other than fuels, again, generally lubricants are grease, specialty items stored, transported, the issue with the containment with the capacity of the 55 gallons or less. The barrel is a commonly used measurement of the bulk petroleum, the equivalent of 42 U.S. gallons, equivalent of BBL. For the mic of the term used to denote the measurement of bulk petroleum product, thousands of the gallons or barrels. For example, the 10 mic barrel is 10,000 barrels with the abbreviation M. Flash point of the temperature with the product first gives off the supposition flammable vapor to ignite when the heat is source applied. Petroleum Organization, Defensive Logistic Agency of the Department of Defense, level 3 charge to provide with the most efficient for the economical support of the common supply of the distributors, military departments, other designated departments in the defensive component of the Department of Defensive Logistic Agency has overall responsibility for the management of the petroleum. Defensive Energy Supply Center of the Defensive Logistics Agency actively responsible for the integrated material management of the wholesale bulk petroleum product, either delivery point of the sale of the responsibility included the contract administrator overseas areas. Two provides management of all service use petroleum center. All activity the Army Material Command are responsible for the management of the petroleum products. Provide bulk petroleum management is the system of the Army and Navy Petroleum Office is an activity responsible for the management of the bulk petroleum system of the Navy. Air Force Petroleum Management Major Command function that has been decentralized. Each of the major commands submit the petroleum requirements to the Defensive Energy Supply Center. San Antonio Air Logistics Center to provide the technical assistance for the petroleum-related matters. Petroleum characteristics, petroleum products with lighter than water. Water sinks to the bottom of the storage containers. Petroleum fuels breathe, expand the temperature and increase the cost of the loss for the lightly ends. The contract water through condensation. Petroleum is a mixture of the hydrogen, carbon, and the trade for the other elements such as nitrogen, oxygen, helium. Petroleum products for the military use for the power generation are selected for the specific characteristics depending on the type of the power plant with which the fuel is going to be used. There are four types of engine for the military use for the power generation: gasoline, diesel engine, turbine engine, and boiler. Gasoline engine for the engine for the produce the power through the essential to control the explosion of the mass sure the fuel and air with the inject with the chamber for the piston can only compressed by the piston insulated with the spark plug with the raise lowering in the position in which power to generate the power to driven axle. Gasoline engines require fuel for the lower flash point than fuel the desired deal with in diesel engine the inch of the fuel will ignite with the spark is applied. Alright, your diesel engine, the diesel engine, you have the same theory for the controlled and explosion piston and cylinder engine produce the power. The major difference the process of the scroll for the ignition, the diesel engine for the pressure for the piston, and the piston and pressure for the cylinder, increase the temperature for the air increases. The diesel for the fuel inject for the piston cylinder is a fine myth. The temperature of the air is sufficient to ignite the fuel to drive the piston torn downward. One of the most important property of the diesel fuel is the capability of auto ignition. Turbine engine air is compressed with the series of the blade with the rotate with the combustion chamber. The fuel inject with the combustion chamber. The reignite with the external source with the one of the turbine source. Start of the combustion of the continuous power of the combustion, keep the power compressed with the returning of the reducing power. Theoretically, any type of the fuel can be used for combustion. One for the engine is designed. Specific type of the fuel may be used. The boilers, use the burner for fuel, the grade, the fuel, the transfer, the heat, the water, the form, the steam, the steam, the transfer, the energy of the engine, for the turning axle, for the shaft, the creating power. One of the most important properties of the burning fuel is that it does not leave any sediment during combustion. Any sediment will tend to clog the steam line, but it inhibits the power of production. Categories of petroleum products: the automotive fuel, the MOGAF, the motor gasoline fuel, you have the reciprocating gasoline engine. They are categorized by having extremely low flash point, which means the highly flammable MOGAS is simply the small sample of gasoline that you put in the automobile. The automotive gas is procured under the federal specification BBG 1690. Diesel fuel is kerosene-based. The fuel with the usually specifically diesel turbine engine for the diesel engine differs from the reciprocating engine for the engine ignition source with the gasoline engine for the reliability and the spark plug with the ignited fuels. in the diesel engine, the heat of the compressed air with the combustion. Therefore, the diesel fuel has much higher flash point than the automotive engines. Diesel fuel is on board ship. The engine can be either the boiler engine, the temperature and turbine engine. The diesel fuel marine is procured with the specification metal F16884. If the aboard ship with a temperature greater than 10 degrees Fahrenheit, diesel fuel automotive is not regulated with the sulfur content of the Environmental Protection Agency. Low sulfur diesel, less than 500% is now standard diesel fuel automotive in the U.S. military unit of the GAP-8 conversion is complete and is procured with the under specification BB-F80. Alright, diesel fuel Arctic is the mean of the ambient temperature less than 25 degrees Fahrenheit. The high speed automotive engine, the pot type burner space heaters, the diesel fuel DF1 motor is the temperature down with the negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit is the medium speed stationary engine. The diesel fuel DF2, the regular the temperature above 0 degrees Fahrenheit. High speed automotive engine, medium speed application GAP8, above ground JP bottoms, the heat of the cleaner of the diesel of the automotive engine. The conversion process of the complete in the year with the aviation fuel, the JP4 process, primarily the Army aviation turbine engine being replaced by GPA high volatile flashpoint less than negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit, starting running gasoline, low vapor pressure 2 to 3 psi, clear straw yellow in color. Alright, JP5 is the prominent with the Navy with the high temperature board, and the Navy vessel, the less volatile, the JP4 flashpoint is 140 degrees Fahrenheit, the clear of the star, the yellow in color, the zero vapor pressure, heavy cover of the of kerosene JP8, also the kerosene based fuel, less volatile, the JP4 with the flashpoint of 100 degrees Fahrenheit, very zero vapor pressure, color, wet water, white, color, waters, weather starts. Colder weather starts. Aviation gasoline reciprocating aviation gasoline propeller driven is one type of the several different type of the now moving toward AVS gas 100 130. First name of the rating of the knocking number the under lean conditions. Second is the knocking number in the rich conditions. Color light purple burner fuel, the Navy special fuel oil, the fuel oil burner fuel, the specification BV5F815 lubricants, lubricating oil, SAE motor oil, standardization classification motor oils according to their viscosity, either petroleum type of oil, the synthetic type of oil, single viscosity, multi viscosity oil with winter grade velocity, and W. And grease manufactured compound petroleum synthetic oil with the metallic soap with the UV and plate for the lubricating oil will remain on the runoff the 10C special item solvent and hydraulic oil with the cutting and insulating oil with the anti-freezing fluids, protective compounds, petroleum related calculations, specific gravity, the ratio of the weight of the 1 gallon of the fuel, weight of the 1 gallon of the distilled water, the temperature of the 60 degrees Fahrenheit, the weight of 1 gallon of water is 8.3 pounds, the specific gravity of water is 1.000, 8.33 equals 1.000, weight of the 1 gallon of gasoline, MoGas is 6.2 pounds. The specific gravity of the MoGas is 6.2. There's 0.7443. Definition: API gravity, an arbitrary scale that developed the American Petroleum Institute to measure the specific problem of liquid petroleum problem with a temperature of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Scale was developed to eliminate the problem of the work with the decimals associated with the specific gravity of water that has the API gravity of 10 degrees. Assuming the API over the corresponding to the gravity goes down to an inverse relationship. The correct of the API degree is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Round the 10th place of the API reading of the 1.2 to down to 0, 3.4, 6, 7, and 5. And 8.9 to the up to 0, next 0. Turn the ACSM table to 5B with the under the full and find observe the API degree across the top of the chart. Observe the temperature down left side of the 2 intersect with the chart with the correct of the API. Convert the API to specific gravity. Convert API to specific gravity 1.1411.5 API plus 1.13115. And then you problem to solve the weight of the problem petroleum and handles for the required converting pound of the fuel with the gallons involved in the aircraft refuel emissions. You have the specific gravity fuel weight of the water convert the pound of the gasoline and vice versa. Determine the weight of the 1 gallon fuel with the multiple weight of the 1 gallon 8.33 pounds. The specific gravity fuel to convert the gallons to pounds to gallons, determine the weight of the 1 gallon of fuel, divide the weight of the fuel, weight of the 1 gallon of fuel, to convert the pounds to gallons, determine the weight of 1 gallon of fuel, multiply the gallons of fuel by the weight of 1 gallon of fuel. Convert 325 pounds of JP 4 gallons at 4.79 API at 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it showed the steps and examples. That was lesson 2, practice exercise. Alright, the last section of the book is lesson 23, petroleum organizations and missions.